Do you have some ammo?
I got ammo, dog. Shit. I got motherfucking ammo. All right, you ready?
I am ready.
Let's kick it off, dog.
Here we go. Wednesday, August 29th, 2018. The Garage with Evan and Friends. I'm Evan.
And I'm Ryan. I didn't know if I was supposed to jump in there.
Next
or if
to
you
me,
got it.
next to me is a candidate for Rookie Producer of the Year, Ryan Rickus.
Hey, dog.
Trying to cut me off and shit, dude.
You hesitated. You can't hesitate on the podcast. It's dead air, bruh.
Okay.
It's dead air.
Okay, you're coming in with a lot of energy. I appreciate that.
Fired up.
I want to start off.
Podcast day.
I want to start off saying three things.
One.
Number one, it is currently 210 degrees out.
And here we are with the fucking garage door open like a bunch of mopes.
If I catch fire at any moment during this podcast, the hose is located 2 feet to my right. Do me a favor and just spray me.
We'll get someone in the crowd to do it.
Number two, Operation Buttholes and Bagels was a massive success.
Massive. Tell them what Operation Buttholes and Bagels is.
That was my bachelor party.
Yes, it was.
Just a huge cock fest. A lot of dudes. A lot of gay jokes. Maybe a couple gay guys.
Maybe.
We'll get to it.
We're not sure.
Number three, starting Monday, this past Monday, I am now a vegetarian considering all the goddamn meat we ate this weekend.
Oh, my God.
We ate a farm, a small farm.
A large farm.
Tons and tons
We got
of fucking meat.
We got to put some pictures up of the meat.
Holy shit, do we eat some meat?
I think people will respect it.
Oh, my God. And, yo, delicious.
Absolutely fucking delicious.
What was
Speaking of which, it's our first sponsor.
Jay's the Smoking Barbecue?
Damn right.
Now, just to get into the barbecue, we'll start backwards. 3, the meat fest and the cock fest. Your favorite barbecue food item that he made?
Mine was a breakfast.
That
be the breakfast.
That was unbelievable. That
So
was like a sausage loaf.
Yeah, so the breakfast was he cooked the eggs, scrambled eggs, with like peppers and onions and all that kind of shit. And then he took ground sausage.
Yes.
Put the eggs inside a loaf of that ground sausage.
Like a meatloaf.
Wrapped the whole bitch in bacon.
Of course he did.
It was about 3 fucking feet long.
Ugh.
And he threw that shit in the smoker for what, 10 hours, something like that?
Enough hours.
10 hours.
Whatever it was enough hours.
And I said this a ton when we were up there. When we were talking about the meat beforehand, I was so excited. I had such high fucking expectations for this meat. And that first bite of the breakfast loaf,
Yep.
I was like, it so highly exceeded my expectations. Yep. It's fucking insane, dude.
It couldn't have been any better. Like you said, like you thought it was going to be. We knew it was going to be good. We were fucked up the whole weekend, so no matter what, it would have been good.
Right.
Somebody could have been making
Frozen
just burgers.
pizzas are good at that point.
Yeah. But like it was, we had our own personal chef.
Yeah.
The whole weekend we had our own personal chef.
Because he was waking up at like 3 in the morning, throwing something else on.
Me and Embler went to go get coffee at
morning.
like 7 the first morning, and he was in the kitchen. I don't know, 6:30, slicing and dicing shit. I was like, "Dang, dog!"
He had probably already put shit on, because he was like, "This went on at 3 in the morning. This went on at 5. This came off at 7 in the morning."
Well, the night before, I'm sure he put stuff on. I wasn't awake for the wings. I missed the wings the night before.
The wings were good too.
Yeah, there was some saved for me, but they were cold and shit the day after. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not the
Ain't
same.
the same. My favorite part was. Now this is gonna be a little fucking weird because it's actually not any of the meats. It was his homemade popper.
Oh, okay.
Poppers. Heard they put more hops in it. The homemade poppers. So he just straight gutted a jalapeno, shoved cream cheese in some, and I think he put cheddar cheese in others. I think there was 2 different ones.
I think it was a mix of cream
did he
cheese
mix them
and
both?
cheddar cheese.
Oh, maybe he did do that. And then he wrapped that in bacon.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the whole time. I wanted to like watch him the whole time, but I also felt creepy like watching him the whole time. He was like, "Why the fuck is this dude watching me?"
we were a little busy getting fucked up.
Right. And that's what made it worse. I didn't want to be all drunk, fucking standing behind him, fucking salivating. He's like, "Dude, get the fuck away from me! I don't even know you."
Hey, bro. I like what you're doing with your meat.
What are you gonna do with that? I'm gonna put it in the smoker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Fucking beating off in the background.
Just put the tip in.
All right, so we want to go through the weekend. We want to bring you up to speed on what we went through.
Yep.
And we're gonna try our best to do it in order. But sometimes we get excited about things and we remember stuff that we hadn't talked about yet. and we're gonna jump around, but we're gonna try not to. But
started off with golf.
yes,
Friday morning golf.
So Friday morning we took off. A bunch of people took off or didn't have work. Left here like 8:30ish. It's about a 2-hour ride or so.
Mm-hmm.
And
we got there real fast. We got there so fast we had to stop at my parents' house.
Yeah, we had 11:30 tee time at Jack Frost.
Yeah, banging course, beautiful course.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Should be a postcard.
The fucking mountains are in the background and shit.
Should be a fucking postcard. Okay.
Each hole is like standalone. The course could have been packed, and the only people you're gonna see are the people in front of you and the people behind you. Just
the sides are covered in trees. If you shank it, you're not gonna kill anybody.
Right.
Because it's getting lost in the brush.
Nor are you gonna go after it. That's why use golf balls.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not going after shit. We're playing best ball, and it took us 5.5 hours.
Right. Also, it was car path only. The whole thing was.
Yeah, that's
because it was kind of wet. It has been raining a lot, so it was a wet course, which sucked. It definitely adds a lot of time on.
I'll tell you what wasn't wet was the greens.
No.
Putting. We're putting on glass.
Yeah.
That bitch was rolling.
That's what happens when you're on a nice course.
Everybody get your roll on.
But yeah, it's gonna add some time when you're car path only because remember how it was in Brigantine?
Yeah, when I lost a shoe.
There was no one in front of us. We were playing best ball, and it still took us like 5.5 hours because it's just you.
I'm not here. I'm not here to brag, but like we teed off. I already had a buzz.
Yeah.
I already had a buzz.
Yeah, I was cooking.
I had a buzz, so that means.
That's because you were drinking in the passenger seat on the way up.
I sure was. Allegedly.
You had a couple shots.
Allegedly. So then, by hole 9, I was ready to hang them up. But you know what? We're out here just having fun. So we're playing. All right, so we get done that at whatever time. We get into the house. We open up those doors. The house was huge, but like the pictures were nice. The house was way nicer than the pictures. That house easily slept 20.
Right.
5 bathrooms.
Well, people were sleeping on the couches.
I didn't get that. I woke up Saturday morning and people were on the couches.
And
I was like,
with empty beds.
I was like, what are you up to?
Scared to spoon.
I'm scared to. Like I told Jander, I was like, well,
hashtag scared to spoon. When
people go to bed before you, it's nerve wracking because you might walk in and catch a dude drunk whacking off in the middle of the night. And you know how that is. No regard, just fucking pounding, just.
Yo, give me a minute, dog.
Just pounding hard because you last a little longer when you're a little buzzed up.
Right. You gotta make sure.
And the last thing I want to do when I'm buzzed is walk in and see another buzz guy, not buzzed, drunk, just beating his little white salami, just that little fucking
hard.
That little egg roll just pop, 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 pop. Sorry, pal. I'll let you get back to that. Need a hand?
Let me know when you're finished.
Yeah. I'll keep a sock on the door. Just knock.
Yeah, but people had to sleep on the couch because they probably because they were drunk.
Their problem.
They
didn't have to. They
it.
chose to.
Okay, good point. That's why I grabbed the first single room I saw.
I passed
out.
And
it was a king bed.
It
was a king bed.
Yeah, my bed was huge. I probably passed out, I don't know.
10?
10. 10 o'clock the first night?
You might have got put to bed. You and Woj were wrestling. Your dad got in your face and was like, fucking stop.
Yeah, he did. And that's probably for the best because Woj was dogging me. At one point,
with one arm, basically.
I was rolled up, and he made me a pretzel. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what do I do now?
And then you were fucking with Embler. You were standing on the table and shit. It was time to go to bed.
I was standing on the table?
Yeah, the coffee table or whatever.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Well,
but it did have a dope-ass deck, and that's where we spent a lot of time.
The weather was perfect. 68, 69. And then it hit, like, afternoon, 75.
Yeah.
Everybody was comfortable. If you had long sleeve, a cutoff, everything. Just perfect. Perfect.
Sun out, ready to play games.
We did make one fuck up.
What's that?
We forgot games. Yeah. I'm not going to officially blame Jake, but I think it's Jake's fault.
Well, he said he was bringing it, so.
He said he was bringing it, but then he said he thought I was bringing cornhole. And then we get there, he's like, oh, did you bring cornhole? I was like, motherfucker, you said you were bringing washers.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
it didn't make the weekend any worse.
Right. And on one hand,
I don't
you're
mean
like,
worse. It wasn't worse at all.
I don't know if I want to bring games because you're gonna be doing other things. I feel like that takes away from shit. Like, remember we were talking about PlayStation? Like,
oh well, that's
you
a
ain't gonna bring
fucking
that.
game.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have left. But I mean,
exactly. You don't want to take away
a
from
yard
what you
game
were
could have
gonna
been.
do. You know
Anyway,
what I mean?
no big deal. So Saturday morning we wake up and, I mean, after breakfast, I think the show just goes on. You just crack some suds and you just start rolling.
Right. That's a good part about being a little bit older. You know what I mean? It's just you wake up and you're just let's just keep drinking.
Yeah, there's none of that wait to 12 o'clock shit.
Right.
It's on.
Right.
It's on.
And we can go out if we want. We can stay in if we want.
And
I can do whatever I want, man. Screw you, guy.
Some people couldn't hang with the day load, aka a Damski. So if you
I was gonna say Bert. Yeah.
oh, did Bert take a nap too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh well,
Quick nap.
he's the one who helped me antique a Damski.
Oh, true.
So
True. Did you plug?
Or if you take a look at our Instagram page at Podcast Garage, there is a beautiful, beautiful video of. See, here's the thing: you can take a nap. We're grown men. If you're tired. You're tired. I mean, whatever. You don't want to be all fucked up for the night.
I took one before we went to the casino.
Yeah, sure. So did I. What you can't do is fall asleep with your shirt on, your shoes on, and your phone in your pocket and shit. Shoes on means you passed out. Did you fall asleep
and he had his
or did
jorts
you
on too.
pass out? So he passed out. Bert said, "Yo, Damski's in there, blah, blah, blah." I said, "All right, let's do it."
First off, I walked out of his room was straight across from the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I walked out of the bathroom and I saw him, and I had my hand cocked back to slam on the door just to wake him up because it looked like he was passed out, like you said. And I was halfway in, like, cocked back, and I look to the right and I see literally everybody else that was invited up staring and looking at me, going, no. And I was like, and I pulled it back and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Up.
Yeah.
Fuck
the fuck up, Antonio.
Fuck this whole thing up. So, if you don't know what antiquing is,
there's a video.
Bert goes in there with a solo cup of water. Supposed to this is where Bert fucked up. Supposed to splash him in the face. Kind of hits him in his neck, lip area, which is still fine. And then I just follow up behind him with a fucking pound of baby powder. Fucking. Oh, got him.
That's fucked up.
And he didn't move. He slowly grabbed his phone, thinking, I guess he got a text message or something, but...
You know why I think he didn't move?
It was the funniest shit ever.
I feel like that's happened to him many times before.
You know what? Now that you say that, that might not be his first antique.
No. He was like,
that
shit,
makes a lot
again.
of sense, Rye. That
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense. Wow, detective.
Fucking Busta. He's a mark-ass bitch is what he is. And I know he's going to be listening.
I got a mark-ass bitch I'll shout out that has nothing to do with the party. So, all right. I know we talked a lot of shit about the Pleasure Dome. Never made that because instead, I found a casino that was 14 minutes away. Or so I told everybody. So I told everybody, I was like, yo, let's hit the casino. We'll get out of the house. We were just in this house drinking all day. Gave us something to look forward to.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh, is it far? Blah, blah, blah. Grown-ass men. Everybody's got a smartphone. Nobody checks.
Right,
Nobody
but
fact-checks.
if that's what you want to do, then how far is it? I don't think you're going to lie to me.
Yeah, well, I said 15 minutes. I put it in the maps when we get in the car. 40. It was 40 minutes away.
Yeah. And not only that, he said the Pleasure Dome was like 10 minutes away, and it was 20 minutes the opposite direction.
So it would have been an hour from the casino to the Pleasure Dome.
Correct.
And you know what? We were all in agreement. Nobody really wanted to go.
Yeah, I think it was just Mason and Joe.
And you know what?
They were doing it for show.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking mark-ass
because we're all
bitches.
we're all sitting there like, do we really want to go? Like, we're a casino. Fucking Dan won a bunch of cash.
Yeah, I was the only one to lose, I think.
You lost.
Did you lose?
I don't know, $40. Right. I was only playing
That's
that stupid digital roulette thing to just like kill some time. I was just drinking beer and just talking shit to the people at the table.
I lost $200.
Chelsea from Scranton or whatever her name was. Emily from Scranton.
Emily, yeah.
Totally wasn't her name.
I lost $200 and on blackjack, and I'm pretty sure the only hands that I won were the hands that I got blackjack.
It's rigged.
If I would get fucking 18, the dealer would get 21.
How is that even like? How did they pull that off? I guess that's why the casino never loses. They got tricks.
I mean, Justin was sitting next to me and he won. So
yeah, he's good though. He like plays like for real.
Right, and that was his job to tell me what to do, when to do it. He was like, "Come on, man, you're screwing my man all up. It's his first time playing."
God damn it.
It was an Asian dude first. The Asian dude was actually kind of cool. I lost. I put down 100 and then like stood up because I wasn't gonna put down the other 100. I came prepared to lose 200, but I was like, it's 100, whatever. And I stood up, and the dude, every time the dude would flip something that I would bust on, he would go, like be like upset because like Justin was on him about trying to help me win.
Well, the dealers don't give a fuck. It's not their
no,
money.
Exactly.
They love seeing people win. They get paid by the hour.
Right.
And if you win, you get tipped. They get tipped.
Exactly.
So they love that shit. Throw them a fucking bone. Because if you win like $1,000, you feeling generous. You ain't scared to throw them a fucking hundo or $75 chip or whatever they have.
Right. I ain't gonna, but you know what I mean. But yeah, he was like always upset like when I would lose because like Justin was on him like, you screw my man up, man. It's his first time playing. Blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, Justin was raking it in next to me.
I'm sure he was.
And
I'm sure he fucking was.
I finished my first 100 and stand up like so someone else can take the seat.
Right.
And the Asian dude looks at me and he's like, sit back down. You're fine.
We don't need more wax.
Like, okay, cool. So he let me sit there, and then I put down the other 100. I think because he knew I wanted to get back in.
For this casino being in the middle of the Poconos, it was fucking jumping. It took us 10 minutes to get in.
First off, there was no parking spots.
No parking spot. And the parking spot or parking lot wasn't no...
Yeah, it was about the size of Wells Fargo parking lot.
It was huge.
It was fucking gigantic.
Huge. I mean, the casino was huge. Because I'm pretty sure next door, I think they had DJ Pauly D going off.
Yeah, it was a club.
Which is a crazy place for him to perform.
A club next door. Well, if it's going to be packed like that, if I'm him, I'm going there anyway.
From?
I guess 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
They had a resort next door.
Because it's not even college time.
Yeah,
it's not like there's...
The Mount Airy Resort was right next door. And then it was the club. And then it was the casino.
They have a golf course, too.
Do they? Yeah. That's probably fucking nice as shit, too.
Probably fucking great. But I'm saying, like, it's not college season.
Right.
So it's not like kids are traveling. So, like...
You would have thought it was, looking at some of those girls.
We seen those bridesmaids fight. It's always about you, Becky. Oh, my God. You weren't in
with me.
I was in with
you earlier.
She was like, fuck you, Becky. You always make it about yourself. Everyone's like, dude. They're literally fighting out there. And she's like, I can't. Not even.
They were in line or they were leaving?
No, they're like on the edge, like waiting. I don't know. I guess they were waiting for someone or they already got the boot. And then they were just fucking.
That dude checking IDs was a fucking prick.
This dude took his job so serious. Take a step forward, slide your ID in, step to the left, and then blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't know why everyone is walking to the right of me. Please stand in front of me. Hand me your ID. Get your stamp, and then you may enter.
I was like, brother, first of all, you're wearing baggy fucking suit pants, and I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it.
And he was behind like a fucking stand.
If he was to cuff his fucking suit pants, you could have hid packets of cigarettes in his fucking cuff.
Like the armband?
Dude, like old school. And then
somebody did that at Wawa the other day, by the way.
I
was like, oh, shit.
I'm sure they did. And then he had a rat tail. Like he was a roadie for fucking Pantera. And just cruised into the late 90s, early 2000s.
And he was like slowly taking his time while people were going in. Like Jake was in front of me. First off, Jimbo, we were in line. He was standing in line, waiting, and then he said, "Fuck it," and he just walked by everybody. Nobody said a fucking word.
As he shouldn't have to wait because he's 55. Why are you checking my ID?
Right.
What age do you think I am? This isn't Jack. All right, I'm not Robin Williams. All right, what do you like?
And then we got to the front, and Jake's in front of me, and Jake's grown. Jake's not 21.
30 years old.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he don't look like he's 21.
He's got a fucking huge beard.
Right. And the dude takes his ID, looks at him, looks down, then looks behind him to me, asks for my ID, takes my ID, looks around the line, looks back at Jake's ID, then gives it back to Jake. Now, there's a long-ass line. Like, let's speed this up.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck are you doing, dog?
There's people outside. Like, the door's open.
Right.
And it's not like you just walk in and the dude's right there. Like, you go up the steps and shit. Like,
right.
There's 100 people and there's people outside. Like, let's speed it up.
Right.
If you're not 21, get
Jake,
the fuck out of the way.
Jake walked up, did exactly what he said, stood in front of him, handed him his ID, put his right hand on that thing for a stamp, and he just fucking wouldn't give him a stamp.
Unbelievable.
And then he finally gave him one, and then I walked up and put my hand on, and he's looking at the guy behind me, and then Dave was behind me. He waves Dave in. You can go in.
Yeah,
I'm like, give me my fucking stamp. Like,
check Dave's ID. He's not 55 or anything.
Right.
Fucking
give me my fucking stamp.
Come on, dude. Like, if you walk into parks and shit, they only stop who they want to stop.
Right.
There's no lines or anything. There's just whatever, like just like a line of 4 dudes, like a cross.
Right.
Not like vertical. and people
They'll
walk
grab
in,
people out.
and then like they'll just walk up to me like, oh, can I see your ID? That's probably their thing. If you look under 30 or whatever, that's what you do. You don't have a fucking line to let people in.
And then, like in Atlantic City, you can come in and start gambling, but there's people that wander around.
Yeah,
and
like if you're at a table or something, I'm sure that. Yeah.
Right, and they'll wander around. They'll find you playing a slot game or
Right.
something like that, and be like, "Well, let me check your ID,"
Yeah,
and then they'll give you a wristband.
That happened to me before.
And you were not 21?
No, I was like 16. I swear to God.
Not even close to fucking 21.
Dude, he came up to me.
What were you down there for?
We just took a ride.
Like you and your friends?
Me and a couple of my friends and a couple of my brothers. Me and my brother's friends were the same friends because my like 4 friends.
Because you didn't have any friends.
All had older brothers. So like
Right.
there was. I mean, it's the same
So
thing.
it's like my brother's friends.
Yes,
where it's
exactly. So there was every family had whatever 4 members, and then once you get to a certain age, everyone's either you're 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20.
Right.
Like
You're
it's
close
just all,
enough to hang
yeah, they're
out.
all within like 4 years. So we just all go down in a line, and I wasn't gambling. I don't even know what the fucking gambling was. I just took a ride because they had beers and shit. We're
I
just
still
driving.
don't gamble. I played blackjack for the
Yeah.
first fucking time. I'm 27.
So, I literally put in a $10 bill at the slot machine, and I just start pulling it. My friend's not playing; he's just sitting next to me. I'm pulling it. I won like $11. Like, oh shit, here we go! Like, this is cool, man.
10 spot. Stop at
This is cool.
7-Eleven on
And
the
I
way
see
home.
this old fucking guy coming up in a white tucked-in shirt,
Yeah.
buttoned up, fucking name tag on. I was like, oh.
Gotta go,
I was
gotta
like,
go,
all right.
gotta
I was like,
go.
all right. I was like, don't look. Guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, what's up, buddy? He's like, can I see your ID? I was like, what? And I see my friend in the chair. He just stands up and left me. I was like, motherfucker.
Disrespectful.
You motherfucker. He's like, can I see your ID? I was like, I don't have one. He's like, what do you mean you don't have one? I was like, I don't have an ID. He's like, how old are you? I was like,
40.
He's like, you came to a casino without an ID? I was like, yeah, correct. I was like, that's fine. You can just. I was like, you can just keep all this money. I'll leave right now. He's like, whoa, it's not that simple. I was like, what do you? He's like, I'm gonna have to call my manager. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I think that's him over there.
I was like, and I'm just thinking in my head. I said, call your fucking manager. Do whatever you do. Don't call my dad.
Right.
Don't call whatever you do.
Because he
Do
will
not
drive
call.
down here and fucking beat the shit
Do
out
not
of
call
him.
my dad. I was like, well, here, blah, blah, blah. And after this whole thing of him, like, interrogating me, almost making me cry at the age of 16, he just, like, cashes out my thing. He keeps hitting the button, and the ticket comes out. He puts it in the machine for me. Money comes out. So I put in, like, whatever, 10. I got, like, $25, and he's like, get out of here.
Okay.
I was like, damn.
I'll take that.
And, of course,
Thank
as
you,
I was
sir.
walking around, I was talking shit. I was like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. I was like, yeah, that's
I'm
what I
about to
thought.
backhand the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
out of you,
that's what I thought.
bitch ass.
Dude, my heart was fucking pounding.
Yeah.
Pounding.
I feel like they have, like,
I wasn't
cops
even-
in theater.
I wasn't even
and
dressed for a fucking scene.
casino.
I was wearing like b-ball shorts and shit. You know how you dressed when you were 16, like a fucking.
But that's one thing I like about casinos, especially down in Atlantic City. Like the separate ones, like you're going to the casino.
Yeah.
Where like Atlantic City, like people maybe came down from their hotel room or
Comedy
they were walking
show,
the boardwalk, comedy
Dinner.
show, and then some people
anything.
are going to the fucking club. Like
There's
some
so
people
much
are
to do.
dressed to the nines, and some
Right.
people are we're wearing right now fucking
Right. You'll see somebody with a
t-shirt
fucking
and
blazer
basketball
on.
shoot.
Then
Yeah.
you'll see that degenerate gambler wearing fucking Jordan flip-flops and like.
And that's the dude that just won fucking $5,000.
Yeah, well, he's down 10, so fuck him.
Didn't you say that wasn't there a dude in Atlantic City when we went for Embler's bachelor party? He said he came up and put it on like 14 or something like that on
This
roulette
old
and
head.
won and walked off.
The first thing that caught my eyes, he had this pinky ring on that looked like a fucking car rim. I was like, damn! I looked over.
It was spinning.
Dude, he had a fucking silky, smooth, nice, like, tan blazer. I was looking at this guy. I was like, oh, shit. Old guy.
Yeah,
66.
bitches with him.
Nah, just
No.
killing it. Had some type of liquor in a cup. Jewelry on. These nice-ass, like, white shoes to go with the tan,
White, black, Asian.
I'm cramping. It's so fucking hot. I'm cramping up right now. Oh, my God.
Get some bananas, dog.
Oh, my God. I literally just cramped up. Cramp.
Chip.
And he pulled out a
White, black, Asian.
white, like old cowboy. Like if he was missing his cowboy hat,
Oh, okay.
he looked like just an oil tycoon. He pulled this wad out of his pocket. I was like, like it was almost like a glow came with it. I was like, damn. Threw like 500. He took 500s out of it and still had a fucking duct tape roll left and put the other in his pocket. They give him the money. They like know him by name and shit. I was like, oh my God, he owns this bitch.
Like, hey, Fred.
Yo, he put like a hundo on like 24, just random numbers in the one hit. They gave him like 35 grand, obviously, but like.
Well, in chips, you can get some big chips. You know what I
maybe
mean?
they did. Well, he had this. He had the carrier cases, so yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Wait, he had to carry our cases just for that win?
Yeah.
Oh, then definitely.
He won a lot of money now. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, he probably won like fucking 30 grand.
Oh my god, I'm sick. I don't feel good.
Should gave him the fucking 1-2. Took that shit.
I should have told him I'd suck his dick. Fuck knocking him out.
For just one chip. I just want one chip.
I'm like, yo, I'll blow you and shit. Just let me get a tip.
Yeah, just a tip, dog.
Yeah, just a tip.
So back to the bachelor party. Casino.
So we leave the casino, and probably the best thing that happened all weekend happens.
Maybe in my lifetime.
Okay, so let me just break this down for you. I'm in shotgun. My brother's driving. And there's 4 of us in the back seat.
No, we're in his Durango.
Yeah.
So it's him, you, then Bert, and Justin, and then in the back is
you
me.
And Embler.
No, Adamski and Ennis.
Okay. Oh, that's right. All right.
So we were a packed car.
Packed car.
We had probably like 4 or 5 beers.
Yeah, we definitely had some road sodas.
Speaking of beers, let me grab one.
Yeah. Load up. Get some ammo. This story's going to take a little bit. So my brother doesn't drink, so he's dead sober. And not only does he not drink, I think he had like 3 bowls of ice cream in the casino. I said, where the fuck? He came up to me. He's like, yo, Ennis is up big. And I like get a whiff of like something sweet. I look over. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where the fuck did you get a bowl of ice cream at? He's like, it's not ice cream. It's frozen yogurt. I was like, all right, dick. Like that's any fucking better. He's like, oh, it's not ice cream.
Okay.
It's not ice cream. It's frozen yogurt. I was like,
it's strawberry.
I said, I don't give a fuck what it is. Where the hell did you just get a big-ass fucking yogurt sundae? Okay, so we leave, and we're cruising. And
so that's what happens when somebody's not drinking and not gambling.
Yeah.
He's just going to wander around. He's like, oh,
I think he might have gambled.
There's Froyo over here.
He loves to gamble, but either way, so we're cruising home, and the roads are dark as fuck. There's no like street lights and
mountains.
Shit. It's the mountains, and they have the yellow line. So when you hit the yellow line, you hear that. Brrr. Now between us, he might have hit that bitch fucking 12 times.
At least.
At least. But like you're not thinking about it. There's nobody on the road. We're cruising. We're jamming out.
But like, what was he fucking doing that you hit the yellow line that many times?
I don't know. He couldn't have been texting. I mean, I was on my phone just picking songs. We were rocking.
Right.
We had some good jams.
I was having a good time.
We were doing all these.
And like I said,
putting on the jams. Like, oh shit.
There was a bunch of people with fucking beers.
I think we were 10 minutes from the house. We weren't far.
Probably.
And I'm looking in the fucking mirror, and I'm like, bud, this dude has been up your ass. There's no cars out anywhere. I said, this dude is riding your ass right now. He's like, dude, I know. What the fuck?
Meanwhile, he's hitting the yellow lines over and over again.
Hitting the yellow line. I was like, dude, this dude is really up your ass. He's like, dude, I'm about to pull over. We're going to have to fuck this dude up. As he says that, woo! I was like, oh, shit, it's a cop.
We're in the back like, no fucking way are we getting pulled
No way.
over.
There's no cop. And here's the thing that's funny, too. Like, none of us really panicked because, oh, no, shit. Yeah, we do because we all have beers everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, I shoved my beer, I'm pretty sure, in my butt. Like...
Keister that bitch.
Embler threw yours to like him in the because
we had
Bud's Durango's 3 rows, so he was in the second one. He threw it into the back to like one of yous and shit. I'm like shoving it in between my fucking balls in the seat, like ah.
Me and Adamski were grabbing beers and putting them like in between our legs and shit. If they would have shook the car, fucking beer would have fell out.
I opened the door anyway. So the cop comes over. He's like, "Oh, how much you have to drink tonight?" He's like, "None." He's like, I haven't had beer in 2.5 years. Blah blah blah. Cop's like, you smell like peanut butter and beer. Really, sir?
Peanut butter and bungholes.
He's like, really, sir? You smell like peanut butter and beer. And I'm like, and my brother's really addicted to candy. He was like, I just got done eating a Turf bar or whatever the fuck he said. Something stupid. Not even like a Reese's. Not even a cool candy. He said, I just got done eating like a trench bar. We're like, where the fuck did you even get that?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
You had ice cream in the goddamn thing, and now you're
when
pulling.
The fuck did we get ice cream?
Yeah, now you're pulling out candy bars that don't even fucking exist. So, whatever.
He was like you hit the yellow lines a bunch of times back there, huh? And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever. So then,
just say.
So then the cop's like, all right, sir, I'm going to need you to get out of the car. So Bud's like, all right. So Bud's behind the car, and they give him the field test. And
Bud's not the most athletic human.
It's not even that he's not athletic. I think it was like, I don't know. I never took a field test. But anyway, so we're like, all right, well, he has to be fine. I mean, he wasn't drinking, obviously, blah, blah, blah.
At this point, we're bitching about the cops.
Yeah, we're like, this is taking way too long. What the fuck is going on?
Why the fuck is he getting pulled over? These fucking cops.
Yeah, he said, he's like, I'm driving all 8 of these guys back, blah, blah, blah. They were the ones drinking all this shit. That's why it smells like beer. And the fact that a beer spilled in my pocket as I was stealing it out of the casino. So we're all sitting there just chit-chatting, like, oh, whatever. And Dan looks out the back window, and he's like, hey, guys, Buzz not doing so hot back here. We were like, what? We're like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, he's not doing good at all. He's like walking the line and he's like not
falling over and shit.
I mean, he's not stumbling like falling on the ground, but like motherfucker ain't walking straight.
Right.
And then they put the flashlight in his face. And he wears glasses and shit too, so like his eyes and stuff. They're like, look at your pupils. He's like, you got a fucking.
I'm gonna look at my pupils.
He's like, I got a fucking flashlight in my eyes. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, long story short, he's like, dude, just breathalyze me. I wasn't drinking or anything. You know what I mean? Blah blah. So whatever. That probably took like 8 minutes. It was a little bit.
At least they breathalyzed him. Obviously, he came up
0.000 unless there was a hint of alcohol in that frozen yo-ho who was walking around eating in the.
Well, that he absorbed being around us so long.
Yeah, that's true. And so he gets back in the car. Like, the cop opens the door for Bud. He slams the door, and he puts his head in the window. He's like, I just want to let you know, your brother is the worst sober driver I have ever seen. I was like, yeah, real funny. I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And he's like sitting there talking to us and shit still. He's like,
right.
He's like, so you're the one getting married? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, man, good luck, man. But he said it, like, sarcastically. I was like, oh, yeah, everyone says that, who's been married. Like, oh, good luck, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, seriously, man. Good luck. Like, good luck with everything. I was like,
if you need something, you call me, okay?
I was like, Bud, put this car in drive immediately. Thanks, sir. He wasn't even that old.
The dude at the golf outing said something to you, too, right?
Oh, they all do. Oh,
I'll have a talk with you.
Yeah, you're getting married? I'll have a talk with you.
78.
Like, okay, dude.
You've been married for 50 years. What do you got to say?
Yeah. Your kids hate you. What's up, Chels?
How you doing? He's getting back from work? That sucks, huh? What time do you have to go in?
Nice.
You leave here at 8? What time, so you'd be there at like 9?
So basically, all rounded up, that was probably, I mean, because what we did was go home. People started fading away, like going to sleep here and there. And
yeah,
some people stayed, a couple of us stayed up listening to music, but, eventually we, blah, blah, blah.
That's when Joe and Mason were supposed to go.
Oh, yeah, we come home, Joe's passed out on the couch. But, like, we stayed up. Like, I was fucked up, definitely, because I woke up Sunday morning, like, whoa, like, I couldn't get out of bed. I mean, we didn't go to bed till, like, 3.
I threw up.
I threw up getting out of the hot tub. Ew. That was in the middle of the day.
Ew.
That was before we.
Oh, that's right. I think Bart did say that. He was like, "Yeah,
it was me, him,
I
and
just
Mason.
threw up." So
it was me, him, and Mason in the hot tub, and that was before. Dempsey was probably sleeping at the time because the hot tub was like 110 degrees, and from drinking all day already, I was like,
probably sweating your ass off. Like,
I was like, I don't feel too hot. I got out of the hot tub and was just like, there's one where you try to catch it and like goes through your fingertips, and then I was just like, fuck it. And I was
that's way worse, dude. I threw up like that night. But it was like mostly food, to be honest with you. We ate so fucking much.
We had the meat sweats.
Yeah.
When it came down to it, we had the meat sweats.
I could legit taste the fucking spicy sweet, whatever, chili Doritos, whatever the fuck that brand is.
Oh shit, they were good.
Me and Emma were housing them outside.
That's probably the best Dorito.
Oh, hands down.
I love the sweet
hands
chili
down.
Dorito.
That might be a top 5.
Love it.
No, I mean top 5 in the future segment. The best Doritos. Because it'll be that.
Back in the day when they had the 3D Doritos, do you remember those?
Yeah.
Oh, they had jalapeno.
I didn't really eat Doritos back in the day. I didn't eat that much, like, shitty food.
What, you just start last week? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Everybody's had Doritos.
No. I mean, like when I was, like, in school where, like, your mom fucking made all your meals and shit like that. Like,
I mean, I had a sandwich every day. That's not great for you.
Shout out to Shower. She hooked it up.
What did you have?
We were eating chicken and corn and mashed potatoes and shit every day. Yeah, fuck yeah. She was cooking meals.
Damn, dog. I was a bologna and cheese and spicy mustard guy for at least 8 years.
Nah, dude. She was doing work.
And you know what? I still love bologna and spicy mustard and cheese.
About to make some right now.
Yeah, I am about to make some right now.
All right, so that was a bachelor party.
Dude, good time. Went really fast.
Yeah. Well, it was only 3 days, if you think.
Yeah,
really, it was
2
like
days.
2 days, yeah.
I didn't move, and usually I don't get hungover. I did not move at all Sunday. I came home, took a nap, showered, and didn't fucking move.
I took like a fucking hour-and-a-half nap. What helped is that the girls went out that night, too.
And Kate was,
because Kate was fucked up. I got home, and John was on the couch. We got home at what, like fucking 12?
12:30, like yeah, we got home pretty early.
John was on the couch, and Kate was still in bed. And I was like, what happened, guys? They were like, hey, Kate
Well,
was
yeah,
like,
Chelsea was in the
I feel like shit.
Chelsea was still in bed too, other than me telling her to open the door because
She seemed like she was with it at least when
yeah,
I walked in. I was only here for a minute.
Yeah, she was kind of fine. And then like Mason
was she still
walked in.
fucked up though? Is that why?
No, she was fine. But then like me and Mason were like, all right, yeah, we'll drink. And I was like, all right, just go home for a little bit and get yourself together. And then he left.
Do me a favor, get out of here, Mason.
He left. I crawled right in bed. I was like, all right, let me just turn this phone down a little bit and just. I figured I'd take a nap. I wake up like, all right, yeah, I'll have a couple beers on Sunday.
Yeah.
We had plenty of leftover beer and shit, but like, nah.
That's because we had a fuck ton of beer.
We drank so much beer and we came home with like 12 cases still.
Right, but because Embler went out and bought like 3 more cases, we all brought up cases.
Awesome.
And then Embler went out and bought more. So I mean, you can't complain.
Now, as much fun as I always have, and it hasn't stopped me yet, my problem is, I don't know if everybody else deals with this, but this happens to me real hard. Mondays. Everyone's like, oh, of course Mondays suck. I get so depressed after a weekend of drinking. Like, I get so fucking depressed. I was starting to get depressed like Sunday night, so I knew Monday was going to be bad.
Now, let me ask you this. Is it because it's a new week? Like, you got a full day of work week?
No, it has nothing to do with work.
But, like, do you get depressed on a Sunday?
No.
If you're not drinking?
No.
Right. So, if you go hard
but
Friday night and Saturday night.
And don't drink Sunday?
And then don't drink Sunday. Are you going to be depressed Monday?
No.
Now, if you don't drink hard Friday night and Saturday night, and then you drink hard Sunday, are you going to be depressed Monday?
No, it's not every Monday. It's like when I drink hard.
Well, it's not every Monday that you drink hard on a Sunday.
But it's like when I do like a kind of a bender weekend, like when whatever, if we do like a Friday, I don't know, sometimes I will just be like, oh, like depressed, in the fucking slums, just, what are you doing? Can't believe you said that.
Oh, so that kind of depressed.
Yeah.
Like I got too fucked up and fucking.
Just like I've made mistakes.
Right.
Like, why would you do that? Like,
what are you
shit
doing with your life, you piece of shit?
Shit I didn't even fucking do. I was like, you could have killed somebody. It's not like I wasn't driving. Like,
remember when you were 18? You were fucking.
Like,
yeah.
It's just the fucking slums.
Yeah.
But
luckily, I don't.
Luckily, I have like a manual job where like, even if I'm hungover, everything's sweated out within like 2 hours. I'm just like, all right, cool. I feel a little bit better.
True. You pop back.
Yeah.
That's what. So, it's not just a one day thing. Like I said, if we have like we come over here at like 1 o'clock on a Sunday, and drink till fucking 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
You're still good.
Well, actually, it depends how fucked up I get. I think there might be what's the word? Correlation?
Yeah.
A correlation on
how drunk you get and how
my alcohol point, whatever.
You think it's like withdrawal?
It could be.
Like if you had a beer on Monday morning, would that spice up your fucking day?
I have no idea.
And it's just Monday, right?
Yeah.
It don't carry.
I mean, Tuesdays kind of suck, but like now I'm not depressed.
Yeah. Especially when we got this look forward to on Wednesday.
That's right, baby. Podcast Wednesday.
Shit.
Here you go. Here you go.
I think before we get into other topics.
Go ahead, baby. You know what to do. Come on down. Tea time. Tea time.
I got more sound effects. Instead it's just that. That's gonna have to fucking suffice. When you hear that bell, you know that it's tea time.
You already know.
So grab yourself a tea.
Shake it up.
Yeah, you don't want that dirty tea shit on the bottom.
You gotta shake it. Who knows how long this has been fucking laying around?
You want that to be part of it.
Because according to this Twisted Tea bottle, it was made in April. Oh no, it's good to April 2019. Damn, what's in these bitches that they last so long?
April 2009.
Get a whole nother fucking year out of this? These things are so hard to open. Ah, there it
is. Yeah, that's the weekly ritual.
Yep.
Yeah, man, they're so hard to open.
Yep.
And there it is.
Yep,
I opened it.
Oh, there it is. This one?
I feel like a year is like not that long.
I mean, I know fucking like canned peas can make it till the next Holocaust, but like, when you,
right.
I mean, I don't know. Like, a year's a pretty good amount.
Is there a time limit on beer? There has to be, right?
I wouldn't know.
November 12th, 18. So 2018, I guess.
You know how much condoms used to cost back in the day? I don't know. We never used them. Here we go.
You fucking cocksucker.
This one, This one is for Operation Butthole
And
Bagels.
The buttholes and bagels.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was a different operation I was involved in way back. It was...
I was shocked. I was like, what operation
Okay,
was that?
I thought it was going to be something different. Whatever. My limp has finally went away.
The buttholes and bagels.
The buttholes and bagels. You fucking pussy. You pussy. You pussy.
Oh. I'm chugging
You fucking weak.
out of the fucking corner of my eye. I see him because we're sitting across from each other on the table. I see him pull it down with a face like it was almost like it was fucking sour, like he was fucking eating sour ass.
My tooth is like a week and a day old, and it's still so sensitive. Like I literally just felt like somebody poured water inside my tooth. Oh my god.
So naturally, I coughed up what I was drinking because
cheese and rice. Wow.
I'm fucking sweating right now, dog.
Yeah, no shit. It's 2:10. I seen a trash can catch on fire today at work. Oh shit. He's gone. out of the nose it comes. There he goes. There goes shit. Rye. Spitting up everything. I love it. What are you gonna do? Oh.
So sad. Here we are, still fucking drinking.
Oh, I love it.
Twisted Teas.
Spitting shit.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna pass out. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh my god. Anyway, where are we? What happened?
You got a fucking dart in your neck.
I need a tissue. And blow out the rest of this fucking Twisted Tea that's caught my nose.
Love it. What I would like to discuss.
Oh, fuck. Now that it took us an hour to fucking drink that Twisted Tea.
That's all right. The people... hey, now that we're officially on iTunes, everybody. Oh, yeah. iTunes, hello.
Yeah, so if
the episodes are up.
I mean, if you're listening
The Garage with Evan and Friends. iTunes. Instagram. Podcast Garage. It's official.
Website. We got a website.
The Podcast Garage. Yeah, if you don't have iTunes, go to the podcastgarage.com. That's what, Podbean is what we're...
Yeah, it's through Podbean. It's like the...
And we said they would be up. They're up.
Yeah, damn right.
We're iTunes official. We're Podbean official. We got the website. I mean, the website needs a little work, whatever. We do have a Twitter. I haven't touched it yet.
I think I posted one thing saying episodes are coming soon.
Instagram's where it's at.
They're already up.
You guys get it. If you have Instagram... in the iTunes, we're all good to go.
Yeah, because you can, like, message on Instagram and shit, right?
I think so. All right, so what I would like to get into now is recently, OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., got a contract.
Yes, he did.
And a hell of a contract.
A big one.
Now, being the unprepared guy that I am,
it's like $85 million or something.
I should have his contract in front of me, and I don't. I think it was $95 million, $65 guaranteed.
Oh, I thought it was more guaranteed. Here we are again.
No fact
without
check.
Fucking facts.
Yep, that's my fault. Guys, it's my fault.
Agrees to record deal with the Giants. With the Giants?
Son of a...
Set to make 8.4 if he didn't re-sign, but he did re-sign. This is the most unorganized we've been since we started.
It's all good. Like I said, you can push forward the 15 seconds to get to it.
All right. Yep, I got it.
You got it? Good. Okay.
Max 95 over the course of the deal.
So that's his actual contract, $95 million.
$90 million base value plus $5 million in incentives, which a lot of times those incentives are like...
Get to the playoffs.
Yeah. Or
get 100
like,
catches.
Yeah, but like not even that high. Like get 40 catches.
Yeah.
You're like, if you play the full year, then you're going to fucking get
Or
him.
they're not going to make the playoffs, so the Giants fuck him over. He's got like 95 catches. He needs 98 to the... Like, sit Odell.
Yeah. And 65 guaranteed. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 65 guaranteed.
95 total, 65 guaranteed.
Does it say what a signing bonus is? That's what always is just curious to me. Because he literally signs that, and they just hand him a check for whatever, and you're just like, damn.
5-year deal.
But it doesn't. Does it say the signing bonus or no?
I didn't see it.
Could you imagine now? They just be like, all right, you sign your name right there, right now.
And here's your check.
Lisa down the office, or the secretary down the office is going to write you a check, $10 million.
You think it's one of those big checks,
Boom!
like 6 foot by 2 feet? That you
I don't
carry
think
up?
you could take those to the bank. Hey, where do I cash this?
Do I have to just sign the back, or?
I couldn't even imagine. Now, here's
Be
my
awesome.
thoughts. Does he deserve it? I know he's coming off a knee injury, but he's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Now, as an Eagles fan, we're supposed to hate him.
Yeah, he's a top 5 wide receiver in the league.
But personally, I don't hate him because he's young. He looks like he has a great fucking time.
Yeah, he does his thing.
He's exciting to watch. He's from LSU. I like LSU. I went to the University of LSU, not as a student. I went there to see
I don't think it's a university at LSU.
Louisiana State University.
There you go.
I went there as a fan to watch LSU play Auburn.
Now, their stadium fits what? 8
100
million people?
with no shade. It was 110 degrees and people were dying.
Facing the
next to me.
sun.
Dying next to me. There's not a fucking thing in shade. That's why it's called Death Valley. So,
Who'd you see them play with or play against?
well, they played Auburn.
LSU,
I
Auburn.
don't think Odell wasn't there. It was Leonard Fournette's rookie year. So I think Odell was in the league like his first year.
So Fournette wasn't playing for LSU?
No, it was his freshman year.
Oh, his freshman year. Okay.
Knew nothing about him. We're sitting there watching him play. We're like, who is this running back? Crushing people, running over people, jumping over people. He finished with like 225 yards. We were like, what the fuck is this? And then he just goes on to have this crazy season at LSU.
And
it was fucking nuts to watch. He was hurdling people and shit.
And you saw that, and you're like, I'm going to draft him on my fantasy team. And then
you
did.
know what? He's on my fantasy team. Well, I didn't have my draft yet. It's Friday. I got a terrible pick.
Yeah.
First overall. Out of 12 guys. Now back
So you gotta take Le'Veon, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Bell 100%.
you
So
wanna
back
talk
to Odell. Here's the thing. He deserves the money. But what I was going to say to you is he's not the best receiver in the league. So that means
No, I agree.
That means what does the best receiver in the league get? Antonio Brown's the best receiver.
Right. And is he up for a contract soon?
I don't think so. Maybe another year. Well,
I feel like
this
it
is
is soon.
Le'Veon's contract year, so him and Brown can't be on the same.
I feel like
then
they
they'll
either
be fucked.
I feel like they either just signed him or he's gonna be up soon.
I know literally 10 minutes before we started this podcast, I seen that Aaron Rodgers got $100 million for a 4-year extension.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Like 33 a year or something like that.
I don't. Is 134 over 100 guaranteed. That's buck. What do you do with $100 million guaranteed?
Yeah. Write me that fucking check, motherfucker.
I mean, obviously he deserves it. God damn, he's the best quarterback, if not second best quarterback.
One of the best.
One of.
Let me what am I trying to pull up here?
I don't know, probably some bullshit contract that.
No.
Sammy Watkins. You still looking for Sammy Watkins
Yeah,
contract?
Sammy Watkins contract. Is that No, I wanted to because we talked fantasy football in our first episode.
Yeah, and that was so bad.
And then didn't put our
It's
first
just a
episode
boring thing to talk about for people.
Fantasy?
Yeah. Because so many people, like, everybody's into it, but a lot of people talk shit about it. But, like, sitting there just listening to people talk about the draft order.
Especially when we don't know what the fuck is going on. It's not like we're, like,
everybody's
fucking Mike Mayock or
everybody's
some shit.
in a different league. So people are like, oh, you know, this, that. And you're just like, oh.
I wouldn't
God.
draft him on my league because
Yeah,
my
it's just
league
like,
doesn't
okay.
get that
But,
many
like,
points.
motherfucker, you never even won a fantasy championship. So what are you talking about? Don't give me
Buster.
Don't even give me any fucking stats.
I feel like we should also redo the Twisted Tea off.
Do another?
Twisted Tea off. Like
Wanna
it's
do
sponsored
another?
by Twisted Tea.
You want to do another?
Yeah, because you just finished your tea. Half of mine came out of my nose.
Ring that bell,
I
motherfucker.
feel fucking.
Ring that fucking bell. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm cramping.
Ding round. You're cramping. See, this is just unorganized chaos. Most people, where are you going? Yours already out. People are gonna start listening to this, and be like, "Oh, I liked their episode 4 and 3 and 2. Episode 5 was dog shit."
Sure was. Sure fucking was.
But just come back for episode 6. So fuck it. I don't care. Don't listen. I don't give a fuck. No, we're
Who's
gonna
your
have shirts soon, right?
Who's your friends, Deets? Ah, they're from New York.
No,
I don't like them. Yeah. Oh, shirts are coming.
Yeah, shirts.
For all my groupies out there.
Tea time shirts.
Shirts are coming. All right, let's try this again, huh?
Mark ass bitch shirts.
Mark ass. Let's try this again.
All right, hold on. Let me get the. Try and get my fucking shit set up.
Here we go.
Try not to sit like an asshole.
Here he goes. Here he goes again. This motherfucker can't keep it down. What's this dude's fucking problem?
I just started thinking about what your fucking face.
Jesus Christ. We gotta go to
super embarrassing.
We gotta go to commercial. We need pee breaks. Cut it. Cut.
This is fucking
Here's
super
a word
embarrassing.
from
People are
our
gonna be like,
sponsors.
they can't even fucking finish a twisted tea. Those fucking mark ass bitches. Why the fuck are we listening to their fucking? All right. We'll be back at the word from our sponsors.
The last person I want to get sued by is Drake. He's got a lot of money and I don't.
Yes, he does.
We back?
Yes, we are.
Welcome back to the garage with Evan and friends. I'm Evan. That's Rick. That last 10 minutes was just a mush of.
Last 10 minutes.
Last 10 minutes was just a mush of just spitting out twisted teas.
The last fucking 45
Guys,
minutes.
we're officially on iTunes. 4 episodes. This episode will be up tomorrow, so it will be Thursday. You guys get this. I don't know what time exactly, whatever, but
we do have jobs.
We
so.
do have real jobs, so we can't exactly just But find us on Podcast Garage on Instagram, and we appreciate it. We hope you subscribe. We hope you follow us. We hope we're friends. Like our pictures. We'll like your pictures. Hey guys, let's just be pals. Let's
do this together.
Let's just be pals.
And the podcastgarage.com.
And the podcastgarage.com.
Eventually there'll be apparel for you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm
top
getting
of line
shirts.
shit.
Oh, I'm getting shirts.
It's gonna be fucking top of line. It's gonna be fucking cheap.
Oh yeah.
Cheap, like $40 a t-shirt. That's not bad.
Oh, I'm getting you guys shirts.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Kate because
Ryan's
this is
girlfriend.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday night.
Kate's Ryan's girlfriend, for everybody who doesn't know.
Yes.
His partner, his roommate.
Tonight is Wednesday night. I get home from work, I don't know, like 5:15, 5:30 or something like that. We're having a party this weekend with like family and shit, so I cut the lawn on my lunch break.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Doing some work.
Did you take off your dress shoes?
No. All dress shoes, dress pants, dress shirt. Fuck it. Sweating. I don't care.
It was.
No, obviously, I changed.
3,000. What time's your lunch break?
I took it at maybe 1:30ish. It was hot as fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I changed and shit. Whatever. Because when I got home, I need to spray the lawn for mosquitoes and shit. Because hopefully it don't rain on Saturday. It probably will. Okay. But hopefully it doesn't. But I want
I think
to
it's supposed to rain Friday night, but who am I?
Yeah.
Fucking weather guy. Who cares?
And tomorrow night too. So we did that as the food was cooking, and then I finished eating.
Nice.
The dishwasher is full, and we just found out broken.
Ugh.
And the sink was full, and we just finished eating, so we had a bunch of dishes and shit. And I needed to come record the podcast. So shout out to her for being a fucking trooper. Although when I get home, if there's fucking plates, I swear to God, Kate.
I'll tell you what. Dishes pile up real fast.
Real fast, dude. Real fucking fast.
Real fast. And you know what? Me and Chelsea will have a fucking standoff.
Yeah.
Because she'll look at me and she's like, well, it's mostly yours. I'm like, that's not how it works.
No. I cooked, so you clean.
We'll have a standoff. Some days, it's almost impossible to do the dishes. Like, I got to bring them outside and hose them off before, so there's room in the fucking sink so I can even do any dishes. I just start throwing out coffee cups and shit.
Fuck it, dude. You don't need that many coffee cups.
I'm about to just...
Fuck it!
Jesus Christ.
Is everybody woken up?
Jesus Christ. Fucking bop, bop, bop.
Anyway,
right.
I think it's about time for top 5. What
I
do you
think
think
it's time for this week's top 5. This week's top 5 is premium cable TV shows.
Specifically.
So that includes HBO, Stars, Showtime, and we threw in Netflix just because you have to pay for it.
And that's it.
So we're not talking no FX. So people are like, "Ooh, no Sons of Anarchy." That's cable, okay?
No NBC,
right.
ABC,
Triple
CBS.
D. Hey, I love Triple D.
Uh-uh.
It's not premium. So this is strictly HBO, Showtime.
I'm just looking
Stars.
at
That
Our
your
sh-
screen
our shit
where
recording.
it cracked your laptop. And
Blew out people's eardrums.
and Netflix.
Yeah, so just those 4. And how do you want to do this? You want to let's go.
You always
fives?
start at 5.
No, let's go 5s. You go 5. I go
Okay.
5. You go 4.
Okay,
whatever.
ready? Want me to start? Sure,
5.
I will.
5.
Sure, my name's on the logo. Fuck it. 5. True Detective, HBO, season 1, strictly.
Before you go into analysis on it,
There you go.
my number 5. Guess what it is?
True Detective.
True fucking detective.
How about us? Yeah, we should start a podcast, dude.
Yo, are we friends?
Did we just become friends? John Stamos. The acting is just through the fucking roof.
And they just finished taping on the season 3.
I heard. Now, here's the thing. All right, let's talk about season 1 because, first of all, Woody Harrelson, Billy Hoyle, he's one of my fucking favorites, all-time faves. Like, he can, I wouldn't say he's a method character like Daniel Day, but, like, he can pretty much play anything. He's funny,
Yeah.
but he's fucking good.
Yeah.
And then Matthew McConaughey. I mean, what else is there to say about Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
And nobody, that was like before people knew that he was a good actor.
Yeah, but that's before, like, because he was kind of, or was it after Dallas Buyers Club? Because he was skinny in season 1.
It was around there. I don't
He,
but
like,
that-
he
but-
like killed himself for that movie.
But regardless, that would, even if it was after Dallas Buyers Club, that was one thing that he was in that was
The
good. You know what I mean? Like,
acting, because for you guys who know, if you didn't listen to the last episode or if I didn't mention it, I'm huge into dialogue. Like, it's just a huge. You
and
would
that's
think,
that show.
and you would think I would like to read, for like how much like I like to hear people talk
Right. No.
and say shit. No, I couldn't read.
I'll
I
tell you
can
what-
barely read a fucking text message.
I'll
I'm
tell
so
you what you
bad
do
at
like.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yes, I do. I have no choice. But yeah. I mean, season 2 got fucking crucified. It had a great cast.
Right.
But it just, I think 1 was so good that 2 couldn't really.
The expectations were so high.
Yeah. And you know what? It was a little fucking weird. Season
And
2.
that's why I'm kind of excited for season 3, because when you get crucified like that, you have to bring it on the next one.
Did you? I
Like,
didn't
don't
look. I
fuck
didn't
it
look
up.
into season 3, just knowing it was coming up. I just knew. that. Do you know who the cast is?
Well, I know that the big name is I'm gonna get his name wrong. The Mahershala Ali,
Okay. Well,
The
I don't
dude-
know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
the dude that was in he was an aide in House of Cards.
Never
Black
seen it.
dude. I'm sure he was. Let me.
Never seen House of Cards. Kevin Spacey's a young butt fucker, and I don't approve of it.
I mean, it's a good show. It's not my top 5, but like,
Sure.
it's a good show.
Sure.
But he was in Moonlight,
Oh
House of Cards,
my fucking god! I'm so
Um,
glad you just said something and I caught that.
Luke Cage.
Fuck. Okay.
But he's a fucking real good actor. He's like the main guy.
Damn.
I'm
I'm in a pickle
I think
just
there's a lot of
because you said
youngins in
something.
the rest of them.
I'm in a big pickle,
You want to make some changes?
dude.
Would you come here unprepared?
Dude, I am in a huge fucking pickle. Go ahead. What's your number 4?
He's nervous.
I am. I'm actually in a huge pickle.
What is my number? My number 4 is The Wire.
Classic. And now you're gonna love my next sentence.
Omar.
You're gonna love my next sentence. Never watched it. My number 4. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, it's. I mean, it's a good fucking show.
No, Baltimore's the shit.
Here's the thing: season 2, I couldn't get through at first.
Slow.
The first time I watched it, so I watched it late. The Wire was. I don't know if it was all the way done or basically done. But I was like, you know what? It's one of those shows where I gotta fucking watch it. Same
Mhm.
thing I did with Breaking Bad. Like, I missed the boat on it,
Okay.
so then you like stay out of it, and then it ends, and then it shows up on Netflix or something like that, and you're like, all right, well, I'll watch this now. And same thing I did with Dexter too. Like, you go back and you watch it, but I watched the first season. I was in it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Then I was struggling through the second season, and my brother was like, dude, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta just fucking
I
skip
remember
it.
watching the first episode. Like they work on the docks in Baltimore and all that shit.
Yeah, that's season 2. Did you watch season 1?
No.
So
I
you
only
just
watched.
start
I just watched the first episode and I was like, you know
of
what?
season 2.
Fuck it, right?
But yeah, and then he was like, you know what? Just fucking skip it. You don't need.
Skip
he was
season
like,
2.
He was like, there's like 1 or 2 things that you're gonna miss, but other than that, just fucking skip it. You'll catch on. They don't make shit like super complicated that like you're not gonna be able to catch on that like that
It's
must
not
have
a
been
crime
something.
like True Detective where you gotta.
That must have been something that happened in season 2.
Like,
and
did
then
I
you
already
move
meet?
on.
Did I already meet the killer?
Yeah,
like
the
blah,
one
blah.
dude's making out with the other girl, and you're like, oh, they must have started in season 2.
Okay,
You know
my
what I mean?
number
Like,
4. To cut you off, my number
Yeah,
4.
fuck me, right?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off. My number 4.
Okay, go fuck myself.
I'm having a tough time because as you were saying that, there was a show I remembered, 6-part series. Uh-oh.
I think I might have it in mind.
Okay, well, there's 2. I don't know. I might have to be number 6 because these were my top 5, so I feel fucked up throwing in this 6th one that I just remembered.
So, let me take a guess.
Go ahead.
In the one that's your number 6.
Well, if it's already in your...
It's not. This one's not in my top 5. There's 2 of them.
Okay.
Right? There's 2.
Yeah, there's 2
quick
that I'm
series,
thinking of.
Quick mini-series.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take a guess
Go ahead.
on your
Number
one that
6.
would be your number 6.
Go ahead.
The Night of.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. It's great. Mini you call it a mini-series?
I mean, just a season, I guess. I don't know. It was like,
Yeah.
what, 7 episodes? The
I mean,
Night of...
You can't.
Episode 1 had my heart racing.
Yeah. Imagine if you were in that fucking position.
Okay, so, you know what? This might be under the radar. This might... Dude. No, seriously, that's the reaction. So this might be under the radar. It was an HBO show called The Night of. I don't know no, like, famous actors are in it. Nothing like that.
That's the best, when there's, like, no
just
big
all dudes doing their
names.
thing. I'm just going to give you a short thing because it didn't make the top 5, so I can't talk about it long. So it's just a story of this kid. I guess he's Muslim.
Yeah.
He lives in New York. His dad's a taxi driver. The reason that's important is because he takes his dad's taxi out. He steals it while his dad's sleep. Not steals it, but takes it out because he's going out with his boys on like a Friday, Saturday night, blah, blah, blah. They're out there doing their thing. I'd say he's got to be at least 21, though. It's not like he's...
Yeah, he's probably like 20,
Anyway.
24.
So
maybe.
he meets this girl, and it's like just your
Nas,
classic...
Azir Khan.
It's just your clear, like, movie thing where he just meets this girl, but she's, like, very, like... electrifying. Like, you meet that one girl where she'd be like, yo, let's go to the bathroom and, like, we'll do blow. And not that she's a drug addict, but, like, let's do blow because we're going to have so much fun tonight,
right.
blah,
Or
blah.
do mushrooms or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
So he picks her up in the cab, blah, blah, all this shit, but he's not a cab driver. So he's like, oh, get out, turn off the light, brrr, bah, bah, bah. Whatever. They start having a good-ass time, having a great night. They hook up. They go back to her spot. She got this dope-ass house. They hook up. Then it all goes, like, blank. And then he wakes up. He's like,
went to bed.
He's
No
like,
big
yo, I
deal.
gotta get out of here, blah, blah. And he, like, leaves in the middle of the night. You know how, like, whatever. Like, in the middle of the night, you just sneak out of the person's house. Can't find his wallet or keys or some shit like that. Flips on the lights. She's in the bed, covered in blood, dead.
Blood fucking everywhere. So he fucking
And he doesn't remember
bounces.
he doesn't remember a fucking thing because they were doing drugs all night, whatever they were doing, blow or ecstasy, whatever the fuck they did. I'm gonna leave it at that. I know people are like, oh, spoiler alert, it came out 10 years ago. Some people don't see everything. That's the best thing about shows and shit.
Right.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. The next 6 episodes are just, my heart was fucking pounding. Me and Chelsea, and we're so used to Netflix, and this came out like kind of when we were in the heart of Netflix, when you're like, Orange is the New Black, blah blah. You just watch all 12 episodes in fucking a week, and then you gotta wait. How many weeks are in it? 52. So you got to wait a whole nother 51 weeks until it comes back out. With these shows, that's how I like it. They stagger. It's once a week. So a season lasts 2 months, 3 months.
That's how I watch my Netflix shows. I have to hold myself back.
Okay.
Because otherwise you can't remember.
Right.
Like, especially when I was watching, like, House of Cards. I only watched, like, maybe the first
Well, they
2
do, like,
series.
a recap in the beginning,
They
no?
don't in House of Cards. That's what I'm saying. So it was like, what the fuck is happening again? Like, you have to watch the previous season to, like, catch the fuck back up. And I don't like that. So, like, I tried to, like, space it out so that I would remember a little bit. But you don't need to do that with these HBO shows.
Okay, my number 4, sorry for going off track. I gave the Dimension the 6, which is not important because it didn't make the top 5. Number 4, Netflix show, Bloodlines.
I have that at the top, underlined, and question mark. You see that?
Yes, I do.
Yes, sir. Because I knew that was going to be one of Ev's.
And now here's the thing. I know this doesn't make sense to you people. Like, I say you people.
Who's
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that I keep saying, because I'm going to say, like, Bloodline was only 3 seasons, and I thought the 3rd season was ass. But the 1st season is so good that I don't fucking care about the 3rd.
And that's, some of mine are only like 1 season and shit like that.
It is, dude, the acting.
But let me say this.
The dialogue.
I didn't get through the 1st season.
Okay, you didn't like it. That's fine.
It was.
Some people like the Beastie Boys, some people don't. I don't know.
It was fucking slow to me. I
of course,
couldn't get
and that's
through.
what I'm saying. I like slow.
I couldn't get through.
It's dude, the acting in it, fucking,
Like
especially the main character, coming from Friday Night Lights, Coach Taylor, and just fucking killing it in it, dude. I loved it. Bloodlines number 4.
They kept flashing back, and then they would never say what the fuck they were flashing back to, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Fast forward.
And for you who don't know, just a quick breakdown. Bloodline. It's a family that own like a bed and breakfast in the Keys in Florida, and they've been owning it for a while. And I guess this family has a couple dark secrets. And the main character, he's actually the sheriff of the town they live in. And the parents, the one brother is like the black sheep where he does drugs and shit. And he finally comes back from so many months. It's just great. Bloodlines, Netflix, number 4. Rye, you're number 4.
My number 4 was The Wire.
Okay, number 3.
My number 3. So my number 3 is they only came out with 1 season so far. It's renewed, so they'll come out with more.
Oh, so it's a new show.
Yes, it's a new show.
Go ahead.
It's a Netflix show. It's my only Netflix show, and I like a lot of Netflix shows.
So do I.
Like,
Bloodline's my only.
It was the only one that made it. Mindhunter.
Oh my god.
So
classic.
What I like about this show is
I
like
just put that on my paper just so.
I
know
there
it's
for
so
future.
fucking good.
Dude, what I like about this show is it's shot in like what the 50s or 60s or something like that.
I would say early 60s.
They were FBI agents that
they weren't even considered it wasn't even considered serial killers yet.
Right.
Sequence killers.
They came out with that term. They were FBI agents that went and interviewed captured serial killers.
Sequence.
Right. They came up with that term because it was prior
Convicted
to even
murderers.
Serial killers, but just guys who had killed a bunch of people, and just trying to get in their mindset.
More like psychopaths, not exactly like gang violent type shit. Like you can tell,
Right.
like there's special.
Right. These guys are fucked up. Like
Yeah.
they want to see what happens so they can.
What's the big
see
guy's
if they
name?
can see if they can figure out. I fucking forget. See if they can figure out
Big
like.
Ed?
Maybe.
I think it's Big Ed.
But see if they can use that information to find a way to stop people in the future. But I like that shit. I like how they're trying to get into their heads. Like the mindset of a fucking serial killer interests me. I don't know why.
It interests everybody.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
nobody.
I'm sure.
I'm not saying everybody thinks about killing somebody, but like people get pissed off, and they're like attracted to the idea of, I guess, something you're not willing to do, or like what pushes
Right.
people, what pushed
and to
somebody to that limit.
And to weigh the cons of, if I get caught and then I go to jail and I'm never gonna see the light of day again, you know what I mean? But is it worth it to kill my mom who was fucking beating me for
or is it
20
like the
fucking
idea
years?
is like I get the thrill of getting away with it, or
Right. And some of them get the
it's
thrill.
creepy. Like I know it's like weird for us to talk about, but everybody's interested in it. It's not just us.
Right.
They have all types of shows about it, and everybody watches it. So
I watch
not just
all
fucking
of them.
us.
I watch all of them.
It's
But
just like the creepy
this was like
shit.
the first one that was like made into like a series as opposed to like a documentary thing where like the documentary.
Ed Kemper, the big guy.
Yeah. The documentary, you feel kind of weird watching it because it's like it's actual people that they didn't write the lines. Now these lines were written
it's
a lot
fiction
from what happened,
based on true shit.
Exactly. Which is what makes it. I think makes it a little bit better.
Yeah, because
too.
you can Google some of it if you want.
Right.
Okay.
And you watch the interviews that they have in Mindhunter, and they're like super similar to like the
Ed Kemper
actual
one.
interviews
I sent that
they
to you,
have.
I think,
like,
at one
that-
time, or
that
you sent it
fucking
to
shit's
me.
Crazy. Yeah.
So creepy. Ed Kemper's like fucking 7 foot. All right, my number 3
Number 3.
might be a little premature for it,
Uh-oh.
but anybody in our generation, guy-wise or our friends, this has got to be in the top 5 of all of us.
Uh-oh.
Entourage.
Entourage is not in my top. It's written here,
Okay, well,
so it's outside my top
guys,
5.
this is the last episode of The Garage with Evan and Friends, and it's been a fun ride.
Hope you enjoyed it.
It's been a fun ride.
It's been a fun ride.
It's been a fun ride, and Rye, get out. Entourage.
Bye.
But of course,
Sorry.
it's every dude's dream to just, boy makes it to Hollywood and you bring all your fucking boys with you.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And you know what actually was really cool about it? Half-hour show.
And it was long as shit. How many seasons they do?
8.
Yeah.
And then the movie came out 2 hours later, which was terrible.
2 years.
But
later. We watched it. Where do we watch
we've
it?
seen it in Ocean City,
Like
Maryland.
Ocean City,
We went on
Maryland, yeah.
vacation, and it rained for 7 straight days.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, what do we do now? Other than drinking all day. So
How
we're like,
about that fucking lady that was sitting next to us that was just pointing people out? Oh my God, it's Mark Wahlberg!
every fucking cameo. I
Oh
wanted
my
to
God.
pour
and it was
my,
like a fucking 11:30 show.
I
like
wanted to pour my milk duds over her head. Be like, shut the fuck up, you old tramp. My wife, the tramp. Okay, number 3, Entourage. I don't have to explain Entourage. Everybody knows what it is. It's the greatest fucking show.
Number 2. You want my number 2? You want to go number 2?
Want me to go number 2?
I don't care.
My number 2, Showtime, Ray Donovan.
That was another one that I knew you had.
I fucking love Ray Donovan. Not only in
Great show. Great fucking
Not
show.
only is it a great show because it's family, blah, blah, the whole Boston thing, they're cool as shit. I'm attracted to Ray Donovan, and I really...
Sexually.
I'm sexually attracted to Ray Donovan. I love his story with his wife, Abby. I love the family. His dad's a fucking nut. He's a fixer. He's in Hollywood, which they definitely exist. Ray Donovan...
Oh, fuck yeah.
He definitely exists.
Fuck yeah.
A person where, I don't know, an athlete calls up and be like, I think the first episode opens up like that. He's like, yo, I was fucking this chick, and she was probably like a hooker or some type of, not a hooker, because it was probably like an escort or something like that, and they were doing coke all night. Ray Donovan and his two team goes in there, and she's covered in blood in the bed. They just wrap her up and be like, you do this, you got to blah, 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 and they just fix shit. It's fucking nuts.
Right.
He's
not only that.
He's like the fixer for Hollywood. I loved it.
Not only that, fucking...
He's a sexy fuck.
Chris Carter came out and was like, you need a dude to blame some shit on.
Who
and
did
I
he
feel
do
like
that
that's
for?
related.
Who did he do that for? He said that
Chris
about
Carter?
somebody.
He said it at the rookie minicamp like a couple years ago.
You need a fall guy.
Yeah.
But who was he talking about? Because somebody got... Oh, was it Zeke beating up that chick last year?
It was earlier than that. It was like fucking 3 years ago.
Not Ray Rice, because Ray Rice was on camera fucking her up.
Yeah. But that's
Isn't
what
it
I'm
funny
saying,
if
like,
you see it on
was
camera,
like,
it's like a whole different thing?
yeah.
Like you hear domestic violence, you're like, oh, well, what happens? You actually see somebody hitting the girl, you're like, that
he
motherfucker
straight
needs to...
drug her out of the
That motherfucker,
elevator,
that motherfucker needs to be put down.
Holy
like,
shit.
Like, we can't have that.
He didn't have a job since then. Although he was tiny, so like I feel like that had something to do with it.
he was good.
Right.
All right, that was my number 2.
Yeah, but
Ray Donovan.
But
Shout out to Ray Donovan.
Chris Carter, like, he didn't mention Ray Donovan, and he didn't mention
Rogan,
a guy that was a fixer.
Not that Rogan ever needed it. He just said, like, there's people like that in Hollywood. I mean, he has
yeah.
Hollywood connections. He doesn't, whatever.
Right, so that was your number 2.
Number 2.
My number 2 is the one that if it wasn't the night of, it was this show.
I know what it is.
Go ahead.
The Jinx.
Yes, sir.
Robert Durst.
I think that was
That's probably my number 7.
And I think it goes
So
back. I
interesting.
think it goes back to Mindhunter because it's the same
So
type of
interesting.
thing. But it was so fucking interesting because he was like, that last episode. First off, it came out the Sunday, and he was arrested on the Monday after. So like
the
that's
director,
fucking wild.
The director was on Good Morning America. I remember being at work, and I was like, I just watched the season finale last night. He's on it. He's like, yeah, he was arrested last night or this morning. About
right, dude.
I was like, you just got done. How long ago was that show done filming?
They showed the last episode, the one where he went. So first
into the
off,
bathroom, he had a wire on him.
Robert Durst is
a millionaire.
Yeah.
Cajillionaire. His family, Hearst, whatever, like own a bunch of skyscrapers in New York.
Yeah, and he potentially killed a bunch of people. I don't know if he was convicted.
It was his lover, so it was like his wife, ex-wife, girlfriend, shit like that.
Right, but then he killed another dude or something like that.
Oh, his
right?
neighbor. That's where he got arrested for his neighbor.
Yeah, that's right. It was a while ago since I
he
seen
used to dress as a girl.
But he on the last episode, they're doing an interview with him. First off, he's going through this whole process with a guy videotaping when he's being investigated.
He's probably 65. He might not all be there too. He was kooky for Cuckoo Puffs.
Like, what are you, a fucking idiot? Like, let's let this guy come into your life and fucking interview him about all this shit.
His family like kind of shamed him because like they're all millionaires. They're like legit business people. They're not, I wouldn't say
right,
they're obviously not as big as the
tycoons.
Trumps. They're not Trump, but I bet you they have hundreds of millions of dollars.
I got more money than that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But then he was on the last episode. He still had the microphone on. He was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he went to the bathroom, and he was like,
of course I killed them all.
Yeah, he was like, oh, you stepped in it now, Rob.
He was nervous, so he was talking to himself. He's like, of course you killed them all. But they don't know that. Oh, yeah, they do, because the wire's on your shirt, you fucko.
And then so that episode aired Sunday night. And Monday,
they probably already had him arrested and didn't even announce it.
Well, they just needed more evidence, I think. Like,
my favorite part is like the opening, I don't know, 2 minutes where they're talking about where they arrested him for the whole thing with his neighbor.
Right.
Because like I think his neighbor thought he was a chick, but all blah 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 all this shit. So he gets arrested for this whole thing because his neighbor goes missing or he's dead or some shit like that. Long story short, you guys watch it. It's fucking great. Even if you know the ending, it's fucking great. Anyway, so the cop looks at him. He's like, you know, your bail's $100,000, and like Durst was like not stone cold like a psychopath, but like kind of nonchalant, like, all right, well, how do I get out of here? You know, are you guys gonna release me? He's like, I just arrested you for murder. Like,
Right.
He's like, unless you have $150,000 on you, you're not getting out of here. And the cop was like fucking with him, like the detective, like giving him shit. He's like, do you have $150,000 to get out of here? He's like, well, not on me.
Right.
Like,
because he does.
Yeah, but like obviously the normal person doesn't have 150 grand. He looks like a hobo. He's like, what do you have 150 grand? You think you're just gonna get released? He's like, not on me.
All right.
His fucking wife sent
Where
him
do I gotta
150
wire
grand.
to?
He was out in like an hour. Like, what the
Fucking crazy,
fuck?
dude. All right, so that did you do your number 2?
I did my number 2, Ray Donovan.
So number 1, you want to go first? You want to go second?
All right,
You want to go first or second?
I'll go first. I don't care.
Okay. You ain't scared?
Do you want to guess my first and I guess your first? Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Although the 2 guesses, there's no way you have my number 1.
Is it super weird?
No, it's not super weird. There was 3 seasons of it.
3 seasons.
What was your guess? So,
I have no idea actually.
Oh, you weren't gonna guess?
No, I don't know. I'll just go. My number 1 is Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, yeah.
That had
Good.
like 7 seasons. And
I
said,
watched
some
3 of
episodes
them.
are slow. Some episodes have action. But that is the type of... It's still the... First of all, I just love the era. The costumes. The way they decorated Atlantic City.
Right.
Gangsters. The dialogues.
And like
action. But,
like they build the fucking AC
but
Expressway.
like we were talking about Mindhunters, how it's acting based on true things, but like they kind of just... Dude, first of all, we did movies last week. No movie is better than any TV show nowadays. Just because...
Yeah, current ones.
Yeah, current ones.
Previous ones were...
Oh, sure. But I'm saying, like, you just create
you
relationships with characters.
and you can build a character because it's over fucking multiple seasons.
Like, when Jimmy Darmody got killed, I didn't know what to do for, like, 3 days.
and
I was like, what the fuck?
if that was a movie, what would he have been in the movie for?
Well, here's
a
the thing.
half hour?
Season 1 of Boardwalk Empires, it's 12 episodes, hour long. That's 12 hours.
Right.
A long movie's 2.5 hours.
Right.
So what's that, 2.5 episodes? Like, you don't develop the relationship with the character.
Right. But there was a lot bigger budget for it until these other TV shows came along and they started making a fuck ton of money and they were like, oh shit,
Okay.
there's some money here, though.
Everybody knows what Boardwalk Empire is. If not, look it up. If you're into that, it's like 1920s gangsters, Nucky Thompson, Atlantic City, Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, all that shit. Now, here's the funny part, because I'm ready to get to Rise. You think I would talk more about my number 1 pick, but I feel like everybody knows what it is.
Well, it was also good to see what's his name be like an actor as opposed to
Steve Buscemi, because
yeah,
he's always in
as
Adam
opposed
Sandler
to,
goofiest movie.
fucking-
Who's your friend, Steeds?
Yeah,
Peanut butter and gumballs.
exactly.
But I know your number 1 isn't what I'm going to say, and people who are listening to this, or when you do listen to this, are going to fucking freak shit.
All
Game
right.
of Thrones is not in our top 5.
Neither of ours.
And you know why? Never seen it.
Yeah, guess
And guess what?
Guess how many episodes I watched?
And guess what? Never will see it. Oh, I have a guess for your
Zero.
number 1.
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
It was wasn't that FX or something like that?
AMC. Okay.
AMC, yeah.
Never mind.
It would be up there for mine. I think it might be my number 1 if we went to if we opened it up.
Okay.
I fucking love that show.
Never
And
seen it.
Kate hates it.
Never seen it. And I won't see that either, because I already know he dies at the end, so I don't give a fuck.
It's a great fucking show. But my number 1 is another HBO show.
Of course.
Only a couple seasons. They fucked themselves.
I know what you're
because-
going to say.
They fucked themselves because
Because
the
it's
second
Dan's favorite
season-
show.
It might be, actually. Their second season,
The
they
Newsroom.
went off on a tangent of love stories and shit like that, and
The
that's
Newsroom.
not what people wanted to fucking see. It's the Newsroom.
I've never seen it, and people rave about that.
It's
You, Wagner, and
so
Dan love it.
Fucking good.
I mean,
dude.
I know Wags is Game of Thrones because he tries to beat that in my fucking head, but I would say Game of Thrones. No, but it's another show. Well, I'm going to let you explain Newsroom,
ahead.
but I'm going to say one show that we don't have, and I know another show people are going to freak out about that people loved. Game of Thrones and, oh my God, why am I having a brain fart? It was on Showtime. The dude who's the redhead, he's in Billions now, where he was locked up in Afghanistan. Homeland. People love Homeland.
yeah, Homeland's on my list, but it's just higher up.
Yeah, people love Homeland.
Yeah, it was good. But the Newsroom, dude, it's just so fucking good. They go through basically the background.
Shout out to Harry from Dumb and Dumber, really turning it around.
They go through basically old stories and it was maybe like a year or so behind. But old stories of big news items and how this newsroom adapted to it. So like one of the best episodes is when they kill Osama bin Laden. So again, this was like a year after they actually killed Osama bin Laden, but they show like how they tried to validate the fact that Osama bin Laden was actually killed, who they have to call. The White House is waiting for news companies to break it first. It needed to be a legit news site that was breaking it before it was announced by Obama and the White House and all that kind of stuff. But, like, it was hands down the best fucking episode. I've seen it, like, fucking 6 times. I watched the last episode, like, fucking 6 times. I watched the entire series, like, probably about 3 times. And it's so fucking good to be able to see, like, a legit news company go behind the scenes and see how they find their information, how they use it, how they report on it, all that kind of shit. Like, dude, it's fucking good.
Hey, I'm not against it. I mean, maybe one day I will watch it. Currently, I don't have HBO because I can't afford it.
You had 2 pairs of gloves this whole time?
I'm gonna kill you, Lloyd.
Yeah, we're in the Aspens.
The Rockies. How dare you fuck that sentence up?
Oh, we're in Aspen.
We're in the Rockies.
Is that what he says?
I don't know.
I'll go fuck myself.
I don't fucking know.
Again, for the
and hey,
4th time.
There goes our number 2, top 5. Let me just go down the list again. 5, True Detective. 4, Lines. 3, Entourage. 2, Ray Donovan. 1, Boardwalk Empire.
And mine is 5, True Detective. 4, The Wire. 3, Mindhunter. 2, The Jinx. 1, The Newsroom.
Love it. I love it.
I'm actually going to probably start watching The Newsroom again.
I bet you will, you psycho. And it's funny, too, because I thought, like, you just got done watching a couple shows, so I thought, like, the show that's freshest in your head, you would go, like, you just like, oh, I just finished Sopranos.
Yep.
What else did you... Well, Eastbound and Down's not going to be in your top 5. It's hilarious, but no.
Can we talk about the fact that there's dried blood on the bottom of my shoe?
Yeah, dude. Well, stop kicking ass.
Don't know where it came from. Probably my dog. He cut his fucking foot the other day.
On what?
I don't fucking know. He was walking around the kitchen, and Kate was like, is this blood on the ground? And I was like, I guess. And
dude,
here's Bear in the corner fucking licking his
dogs'
foot.
feet
as
are
fucking
so
gushing
rough.
Blood. I was like, what the fuck?
Lionel, like, I'll touch the bottom of her paw, and it feels like a fucking grate, like.
Right. But also, if it rips, it fucking rips, and it's going to gush out.
Yeah, well, a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's ass, so what are you going to do?
I don't know how that's a comparison.
Yep. All right, guys, episode 5?
5 in the books.
5 in the books. And that's it for The Garage with Evan and Friends. I'm Evan, that's Ryan. We are officially on iTunes, so please subscribe, check it out. Look at us on Instagram. We will be requesting you, so you don't even have to look for us. We will be requesting you. Oh, yeah, we're about to spam it out there. Spam it out there. Podcast Garage on Instagram. Twitter, who gives a fuck about right now. Our website is thepodcastgarage.com.
Yes, sir.
That's it. I'm Evan. That's Ryan.
Hey-yo.
Buttholes and bagels.